in his interviews last night, Ron DeSantis, once he got past tech problems and everything, was able to preview some of the attacks that he is going to lodge against Donald Trump once we really get into this campaign. So he said on Fox News that the reason that President Biden could get away with, quote, shenanigans at the southern border, which, by the way, don't use the term shenanigans. Everybody just associates that with either something funny or something sexy. It doesn't mean what you think it means anymore, was because there was not a wall protecting it. Mr. DeSantis promised to build a full border wall, a rebuke of Mr. Trump's failure to keep that signature promise. This attack against Donald Trump, to me, really exemplifies the issue that Ron DeSantis is gonna have. It's the sort of attack that you kind of have to make against him. He said he was gonna do something, and then he didn't actually do it. So he kind of has to make this attack. But at the same time, Trump supporters believe that he succeeded, or believe, how dare you attack him, or believe, well, if Trump is still gonna say that he's gonna make a wall, so why would I trust you over him on the same claim? It's a very difficult thing to attack Donald Trump sometimes because his fans are so durable in their admiration of him. But also particularly difficult because Trump and his team is so willing to be like the most dishonest you can imagine. And I have a perfect example of it. So I want you to take a look at this. So one of the things that DeSantis is gonna attack Trump on that I think makes sense to attack him on is some of the people that he's appointed to positions. Now, to be clear, he's not attacking Trump for appointing like white supremacists and stuff like that. That's fine, he's gonna do the same thing. He's only attacking him for bringing on people who eventually the right turned against, and there have been a lot of those. So Jerome Powell was appointed to the Fed's chair. He said that by Trump, DeSantis says that caused some inflation, so he'd get rid of him. He also said that he would fire the FBI director, Christopher Wray, on day one. And it's very popular amongst the right, amongst the MAGA people to hate and despise Christopher Wray. So again, it makes sense for DeSantis to do this, to say he's gonna fire him. But take a look at what the Trump team did. So when DeSantis says that he's gonna fire him, they took the video of him saying that when he was on with Trey Gowdy on Fox, and they quote retweeted it with this, Trump's war room. That's the Trump presence on Twitter. Really? And what they're quote retweeting is Ron DeSantis back in the day saying Christopher Wray is talented, capable, and highly respected. POTUS has made an inspired choice, and I look forward to working with Director Wray. So he's talented, he's capable, he's highly respected. So are you really gonna fire him, huh? Looks like you love him, you're complimenting him. We can't trust a person who's gonna compliment Christopher Wray. Well, do you know what Ron DeSantis's tweet was itself a quote retweet of? It was of this. Trump saying, I will be nominating Christopher Wray, a man of impeccable credentials, to be the new director of the FBI. They cropped that out to attack Ron DeSantis, saying, you shouldn't be complimenting the guy. They cropped out Trump complimenting the guy. And so they are willing to go so obvious. All you have to do is search the text on Twitter and it comes up. Those tweets are still there. Trump's tweet is still there. But this is how dishonest this race is gonna get, Maz.
Well, I think DeSantis is, someone's got to start really going at Trump, like actually going at Trump. I mean, everyone's kind of, the way they attack Trump is such a around, like they go, there's a guy out there who has hired people who I don't like. I mean, it's like, just, he's gonna go after you. You got to go after him, and we just got to get some popcorn and watch them yell at each other. I really think it'll be very entertaining if and when somebody actually steps up and tries to actually go after Trump, which, by the way, this wall thing is the dumbest idea ever, because the people that are trying to, anyone who's an asylum seeker is trying to come into America legally. Well, that's part of the legal immigration policy. And if they're illegally trying to come in here, if you got a wall, people have ways of cutting underneath the wall, finding other ways around it. It's the dumbest thing in the world. And rather than actually dealing with an immigration system that's broken that we can fix, they keep coming up with these little band-aids that are red meat to their base. And really, I mean, that's what Ron DeSantis should be saying. If Ron DeSantis really wants to go after Trump, he should say, let me just tell you something. This wall is a stupid idea. I've got a better idea, and then enlist his idea and be like, and Donald Trump is a sex offending, narcissistic, lying insurrectionist. And I'll tell you why I'm better. Someone's got to just go for it. These people are all just kind of hanging back. Everyone's doing the Mike Pence, strategy of of running for president. You ask Mike Pence the question, well, I never saw him do anything illegal while I was there. I mean, come on, dude, he tried to kill you. What a bunch of just
no, Maz, you're 100%. That is the issue for Ron DeSantis. It is reason number 1,000 that I am glad that I am not Ron DeSantis. Is the only way that he can beat Trump is by attacking him like full, all cannons blazing. But once you pull the trigger or light the fuse, I guess, then that could be the end of your political career. Either it works and it's your only chance to become president, or it doesn't work and you're probably dead to the right in America.
But if you don't do it, here's the thing: if you don't do it, you're still gonna die. Like you're never gonna beat this guy. Probably. You're gonna go on that stage. Like the other thing he was talking about was he's in a very inadvertent way. He was saying, "Oh, Trump should come to the debates." Well, first of all, if Trump comes to the debates, he's just going to insult all of you, and you're all going to sit there red-faced, going like, oh, "This guy." In all due respect, President Trump, you did win the election, and President. And of course, afterwards, they're going to go, "Who were the other 10 people on that stage? I don't remember any of them, because there was that one guy who was yapping away and just making stuff up, the zinger guy."
100%. It's gonna be absolutely brutal. And you know what? I need that this year, the destruction of Ron DeSantis.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.